Hi, good morning, boys and girls. My name is Miss Cindy, and welcome to the Boys and Girls Club summer program. We're so glad you decided to join us for today's lesson. Today's activity is called recycling. We are going to make bird houses or bird feeder, and we're going to make our own dice made out of milk cartons or recyclable materials. When you're at the club, we want everyone to feel like they belong. It's no different here online. First off, make sure you have permission to participate in summer enrichment camp from your parents or guardian. Second, grab your Club on the Go bag. You may need some of the supplies found inside for our activity today. If you don't have a bag, that's fine. You can have these supplies around the house somewhere. Lastly, have fun, leave comments, take quizzes, or submit your work below. We want to see pictures of your finished work. Ready? Awesome! Let's get started. Okay, so today we're going to talk about recycling. Some of the vocabulary words that we have for recycling is compost. Compost is a type of recycling where you're going to turn organic or food or nature items into dirt or soil. Like a banana. If you leave a banana out for a really long time or any type of fruit, it's going to start rotting. Rotting is a type of compost. As it rots into the ground, it will change and eventually go back into the soil as nutrients. Another one of our words is recycle. Okay? Recycle means to give another purpose or to reuse again, to not throw away. So when you recycle something, you're using it over and over. You might not use it for the same thing, like when you drink out of a glass, you drink out of a glass over and over. It's not type of recycle. Recycle is turning something, say this milk carton, into another milk carton or another type of product using these materials. It's very important to recycle also. It's very important to the earth and to the environment. Another word we have is aluminum. Aluminum is a type of soft metal usually found in cans. You can usually, this one's full, but if it wasn't full, you'd be able to squeeze it. Makes you feel like Superman or Superwoman. Makes you feel really strong with the the aluminum. Okay. So some of the things that can be recycled, we said, were cans. We also have plastic containers. Anything you buy at the store, you can get your butter out of it, or yogurt, or anything like that. Plastic and stuff is recyclable. Most recyclable products have a triangle on the bottom of them with a number. This tells the people that work at the recycling company what process is going to be recycled, like maybe high heat, low heat, or however they do it. So they have to coordinate it. We also have water bottles. Water bottles are all recyclable, and most of them have been recycled. So this might have been another water bottle at one time. So water bottles are recyclable. Also milk cartons or orange juice cartons, and we have all different sizes. We have small, medium, and we have large. So these are all recyclable materials. Also, my McDonald's cup. It is recyclable, and it even tells you it has the little triangle on there, and it also, see, it says that it's recyclable, and it tells you how to recycle.info. It gives you a website to go on there. So all these cups you get from the gas station or McDonald's can be recyclable. So what do we mean recyclable? How can you recycle? Well, you're just a kid, right? Well, there's these bins that come to your house. Some are green, some are the big garbage cans, and all you have to do is throw it in there. And when the truck comes, the truck and the people will separate it into groups, whether it's aluminum, plastic, or cardboard. Some of the other things that we can recycle are cardboard boxes. All those Amazon boxes that your parents order, those can be recyclable. You break them down. Newspapers can be recyclable. Paper, regular paper. Not if it has paint or wax on it though, because that has a chemical on it, so it's hard to recycle that without having that chemical. Pizza boxes, if they have the waxy stuff in them, cannot be recycled because of the wax. And anything that has a chemical on it, like bug spray cans and stuff like that, cannot be recyclable because of the poison or the chemical on them. They make pizza boxes that are recyclable. It doesn't have the wax coating. It will again have the triangle. Look for the triangle. Plastic, glass, a lot of clear glass bottles and jars can be recycled. Paper, envelopes, phone books can be recycled, and magazines can be recycled. There's so many ways to recycle. Some of the things that can't be recycled, we said, were pizza boxes with the wax on them. Plastic bags have to be recycled a certain way, so they ask you to bring those to the store. All those plastic bags your parents have, but you can also do crafts with that stuff too. We might do one of those later. Tops, lids, just about all your plastic stuff, like I said, and carton stuff, if it has that that triangle. If it doesn't have the triangle, you can still recycle it because you can turn it into something wonderful. You can turn just about anything into some art project. So let's talk about, well, why do I want to do that? What, I can just throw it in the garbage and not worry about it. Well, recycling keeps it from being on our planet and polluting our planet. Just think of, you had 5 people in your house and everybody drank 5 Cokes a day and you threw these in the garbage. All your garbage has to go somewhere. So when the garbage man picks it up and puts it in the garbage truck, he takes it to this place called a landfill. It's a big giant piece of land, but they dump all the garbage. And when you go there, it's a big hole, and you might have to look it up online and see what it looks like, but they dump all the garbage there, and the garbage sits there for years and years and years. There's probably garbage there from when I was a baby still sitting there, because this stuff doesn't break down, so it just sits there. And when we pile millions and millions of garbage, we're taking up space on the earth, we're polluting the earth, we're endangering the animals. Whereas if we recycle, every can in your house can be turned into something different or made more cans, and it never goes in the landfill. All these plastic bottles could never go in the landfill because we would reuse them for something else. Same with all these milk cartons. They could all be recycled and never go in the landfill. So that way our landfills do not have to take that much garbage. Of course, they're still going to have garbage because of one thing, some things are not recyclable, and another thing because people don't take the time to recycle. And it's easy. You just throw it in the bin like a basketball shooting, in the recycle bin, and you're done. You saved another piece of earth. So we're going to talk about an activity that you can do at home to not only help recycle, but to help the things that you have in your backyard. Birds. Probably the squirrels too, but the birds. And we're going to make a birdhouse / feeder. You can put food in here for the birds, or you can just leave it and see if a bird will make a nest. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a carton. This is a regular milk jug carton. You can get it with orange juice in it or whatever. You're going to take it, once it's empty, you can wash it out with soap and water and rinse it really good and let it dry. If you don't have a carton or you don't use cartons, they also have the plastic milk jugs. These can be recycled too. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways to use them. And that way, 2 things that don't go into recycle, and you're making a beautiful habitat for your birds. Okay, so let's talk about one of the things we're going to need for these projects is, of course, a carton, a jug. You're going to need some scissors. You're going to need some tape. You're going to need a marker or a pencil. And you're going to need lots of little decorations. You can paint it also. I got some stickers, some hearts, some straws, and some construction paper. These are materials I'm going to use today. But you can make 4 or 5 of these and put in your backyard, so it doesn't matter how it looks. And then you can record it and say, okay, I saw a bird go in this one, but they didn't go in that one. So you can kind of make your own scientific experiment trying to see, what do birds like? So that will be the fun part, interesting part. So you're going to take your milk carton, and on the side of it, you're going to draw either a circle or a square in one side of it. And this is going to be where the bird can get in and out. So you're going to draw a circle like that. And then you're going to ask, if you're not allowed to cut out, ask your parent to cut out that circle for you or get started. I've already cut mine out. So you're going to draw your circle. And then I drew a square on this side. And I cut this out and it made myself a little window. So you go ahead and draw your squares or your circles, and you really only need 2. You can put them on every side if you want. So go ahead and get that done, and you can cut it. And if you don't have time to get everything done today, you can always go back and rewatch the video and make some more or work on it. But I'm going to give you a few minutes to do that. And when you're done with that, then we're going to poke a hole. It has to be next to a window, and this is where we're going to put a perch. A perch is something that a bird can stand on, and he perches. And you can make that out of a pencil, you can use a stick, you can use a rod. On this one I've used a stick. I poked a hole right below the circle, and on the other side, so I pushed the stick in and made it come out the other side. So you can go out in the yard. I just got that one out of the yard. Or if you have a pencil sitting around, you can poke the pencil through and poke it out. This one's not long enough, but you can put it through like that, and that would be your perch. Okay? But make sure you do it above one of the holes, so when they come out, they'll have a place to stand on. Okay, that's called a perch. So I have my little window and my circle and my perch. So next thing you want to do is you want to start decorating it. So you can, like I said, you can paint it, you can put construction paper on it, and I'm going to put some construction paper on mine just to save a little time, because we also have another activity too. And like I said, you can always go back to this and finish it. The important thing I wanted you to know about today was the importance of recycling it, of why you want to make this birdhouse and what this means to you. So go ahead and start doing that. Get your circle cut, and I'm going to start decorating mine. And I'm going to talk a little bit about recycling some more. So most of you should have a recycle bin at home, whether it's a big one or a little one. Hold on. So we're going to work on that and covering that. And I hope y'all are adding some different decorations to yours. Once you finish covering the birdhouse, then you can add anything you want to it. Sticks, straws, anything to make it really cute. You can actually even get some rocks, some pebbles, and put all that on there. I taped a bunch of straws together to make like a little roof piece, and you can do that with sticks or more straws and put it on the top to make your roof kind of look like a real roof and kind of keep it protected. And maybe they'll even perch up there too. So this is what my birdhouse bird feeder looks like. And like I said, you can decorate it more and do other things to it and put all of your stickers on and pebbles on and just make it your own personal birdhouse. And don't forget, if you have a plastic one, you can do the same thing. Put stickers on it, paint it, decorate it, and everything. And then what you do is just put the little bird seed in the bottom, Or you can just put some little hay in there or something and hang it up on a tree, and there you got your recycled birdhouse, and you saved something from going into the landfill. So you put that to the side, and you can finish decorating that later. And I'm going to show you how to make a dice, or a die as one is called, out of a milk carton. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your milk carton and you're going to measure it about halfway up, and you're going to draw a line on it, and you can draw it on 3 sides because you want to save the back side. So then you're going to cut that out, and remember, you might get someone else to help you with the scissors if it's too hard to poke that first initial hole. Poke it out. So you're just going to cut 3 sides of the milk carton. So you should have drew 3 lines, and you just go and cut them out. And you don't want to cut the back of it because you're going to leave it like that. So you're going to open it up like this, where it looks like it's talking. Okay. Then on the back of this, where it's connected, you want to take your marker and you want to draw your lines up on both sides and then across, and you're going to cut only those lines. So once you're done cutting, you're going to have a piece that you can throw into the recycle, and your box is going to look like this. It's going to be the bottom of the container and your one flap right here. Okay? Then you're going to push that down, and you're going to tape it together, and it's going to be like a box. Well, it is a box. And this box is actually called a cube, 3-dimensional shape, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Okay? So now what we're going to do after you've taped it, you can tape it down really good. You can either paint it or cover it with something. If you want to make it waterproof, you can cover it with duct tape, and it will make it waterproof, and then you can take it outside. So now we're going to take it out. I've already got some squares cut out, and then we're going to tape and cover all of our sides. And you can go ahead and start doing that now, and you can tape it with whatever color you want. Or you can paint it. If you paint it, you probably need to make another one later because you're probably going to have to wait for the paint to dry to do it. So I'm just going to show you how to just basically do a beginner one. Okay. So I got 3 sides covered. Another one on there. And like I said, different colors make it really cool, but you don't have to do different colors. If you only have certain colors of paper, then you just put on there what you got on there. Okay. And if you don't have to tape it, you can glue it down there. It'd probably stay longer gluing. Once you get all your sides covered, then you're going to have to add your numbers. And usually if you look at a dice, your numbers are represented in dots. Like for example, the number 1. They put it with a dot. You can draw dots on all different sides, or you can stamp them, but I'm going to do something different. I'm going to use these hearts, and I'm going to use the hearts as my number. So for number 1, I'm going to just put 1 heart on there. And for number 2, which you can do it whichever side you want to put them on, I'm going to use 2 hearts. And for number 3, I'm going to use 3 hearts. and so on. Four hearts, or whatever kind of stickers you have. Now, since my numbers are getting higher, my stickers might have to get smaller, because I don't know if I can fit 4 of these size on there. So you might have to get a little smaller, and that's okay. If the higher your number, the higher your stickers. But there's my 1 heart, my 2, and my 3, and then so on. Then you finish putting all your numbers on. You should have 6 sides, so your dice should go up to 6, which is what normal dice goes up to. And then you take it and you roll it, and I rolled a 2, lucky 2. So I'll give you a few minutes to finish that up. And remember, you can make as many of these as you want, especially if you drink a lot of carton milk, and it would save the landfill and help you recycle. And then you have dice that you really can't lose. So I hope you enjoyed learning about recycling today. And remember to interact by leaving comments. Be sure to come back for more fun videos. Stay connected to the club by following us on Facebook. And that's all for today. Until next time, happy recycling!